Alhamdulillah, dear reverend brothers and sisters, I am live today to talk about what feminist critics do in the field of feminist literary criticism or feminism. Actually, we are very concerned with feminist literary criticism, not mainly with feminism. Feminist literary criticism is a self-aware and concerted approach to literature, which was inaugurated in the late 1960s. It is nearly an outcome of the struggle of 2 centuries for women's rights. Feminist literary critics of America and British and others from Australia, Canada, Norway, India, all of them worked a lot for the spread and development of the feminist literary criticism, and they have also fought for the extension of Enlightenment discourses and sovereign rights to women as fully human subjects. So, specifically, I would like to present what feminist critics do in a numerical way. First of all, they, all of them, they think and rethink the canon, aiming at the rediscovery of the text written by women. Secondly, they value and revalue women's expression and experience. Thirdly, they examine representations of women in literature by men and women. Fourthly, reread psychoanalysis to further explore the issue of female and male identity. And fifthly, they think of the biological as well as the social aspects of women. And finally, they tried their utmost to build up all kinds of rights and privileges, namely the liberty of thought, liberty of expression, liberty of movement, liberty of writing, liberty of working, and liberty of casting votes, and so on. So, thinking about the betterment of our women's sex, the female sex, Simone de Beauvoir contributed a lot, and especially his feministic fiction, The Second Sex, at the publication of her remarkable feministic fiction, The Second Sex. In fact, there are two stages of feministic thoughts. One is from the 1792 to the Second World War, and other is the moment after the Second World War. And the second movement, that means the moment after the Second World War, that means the second movement began with the publication of Simone de Beauvoir's The Second Sex. And Although feminist Although feminism originated in the last decade of the 18th century, it got its momentum offshoot after the publication of Simone de Beauvoir's The Second Sex. In the early decades of the 20th century, there emerged a momentum revolution which opened the eyes of the women and the thinkers of the women. They set their position in the world in a new light. So, thank you very much. Uh, that's all for today. Thank you very much for your cooperation and coordination.